What is going on, guys? Today we are going to be talking about the #1 way that you can be differentiating your product to get you to succeed on Amazon. Now, have you ever thought to yourself, is Amazon too saturated? Is it too competitive? Sometimes the answer is yes, and sometimes the answer is no. And the reason it is a sometimes yes is because there are a lot of sellers out there that don't know how to do the advanced strategies. They don't know everything they need to know to have that competitive edge to compete against the real sellers. So there are a lot of people out there that don't know what they're doing, that saturate the market. But that is no problem for me and hopefully for you, because if you know how a successful seller actually goes about the whole process, and you know how a successful seller sells, launches, finds products, and does all these different things, then you will have that competitive edge, and all that saturation in the marketplace will no longer be important or existent to you. So once again, there is a herd of people that are saturating the market, and you need to take yourself out of that herd and put it over here with the few real sellers who know what they are doing if you want to succeed. If not, then go ahead and stick with the herd and you will lose your money. Now we will get into what will actually help you differentiate your product and become a part of the real sellers who are successful and not a part of the herd. So if you stay till the end of this video, I'm gonna be giving you guys the pro tip of how to actually go in on Amazon, look at your competition, and know exactly what to do when it comes to changing your product, altering it, fixing it, and differentiating in general. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the mindset that you need to change right now. And that mindset that I need you all to start developing is going to be the buyer mindset, the consumer mindset, or the customer mindset. All three are going to be the same thing, just three different ways of saying it. Now you're probably wondering what these things are and why you need to develop this mindset, and I'm going to tell you that right now. So the main focus behind this mindset is to get you to start thinking like your customer. Start thinking like your consumer of your product. Start thinking like the buyer of your product. Because once you start developing that mindset, you're going to know how to actually target those people. And once you understand what those people are looking at, what they want in the product, and all these different things, then you will start to realize what you need to change, fix, and differentiate. If you're lost, don't worry. I'm going to incorporate an example here so that way maybe I can bring you back onto the train and understand what I'm trying to say here. So for example, let's use a pen. Now let's say that you want to sell this pen and you ran the numbers and you found out that pens are selling great on Amazon. The numbers look great, and don't always look at the numbers, because you also need to look at the market and see if it's saturated. If the market is saturated, then you're gonna need to differentiate your pen. Now, if the market isn't saturated, then don't worry, you can pretty much sell any sort of pen and it will do well. Now, if you're wondering how to check and see if a market is saturated, there are a ton of different strategies and a ton of different tools that I can't go into all in this video. And that is something that I only teach right now to my private students. And if you guys want to become one of my private students, then you guys can email me right here. And it is a private course taught by myself that comes with my unlimited one-on-one mentorship. And I only focus on a few people at a time because I don't like to teach a ton of people at once, because then I can't really focus on them and get them to succeed. So once again, it is private. You need to email me here to get in. And it comes with a ton of different things like my personal templates, my personal business connections, and it also comes with a private Facebook group for all of the students to interact with each other and help each other get their initial reviews and network. So if that seems like something you're interested in and you're very serious about Amazon selling, then go ahead and email me here and I will help you become one of the top sellers. Now, a good rule of thumb for checking saturation without using a bunch of tools and strategies is you could simply just type in the search results. So let's say we are selling the pen, just type in pen on Amazon, and if that is what you are selling, then you will go ahead and look through all of the results and go to the first, second, third, all the way to the 10th page. And if you scroll through pages 1 to 10 and all the products look pretty similar, or you're seeing multiples of a type of product. So let's say we have this pen and it's got a little bit of chrome, a little bit of blue, and a little bit of black. And we see this product on pages 1 to 10 multiple times. That means we can no longer sell a product like this because there are too many out there and it is now saturated. And also, if we don't want to sell one with these three colors, and maybe we want to sell an all black pen, and we go through pages 1 to 10 and we see multiple pens that are all black, that means that is too saturated as well, and we can no longer sell that because there's too much competition. And if you're seeing that kind of saturation on the market to where pretty much every idea you could think of is taken, then there is one thing you can do, but that is what I'm going to tell you at the end of the video. Now on the other side of things, if you're scrolling through pages 1 to 10 and you're seeing pretty much none of the same products, maybe you get to page 3 and all the products run out and there isn't a whole lot of options available, then that is a good sign that the market is not saturated, and pretty much you can get away with selling any type of the pen and you will pretty much make money. Assuming that you ran all the numbers on the pens and you already know that the numbers look good and they have a high demand. This is simply the next step after you find a good product with the numbers. You want to double check the saturation and if it's able to be differentiated. Now we're going to get into how you can change your mindset to think like the buyer, customer, or consumer. The first thing you need to do is realize that you are not just selling a product to someone. You are selling a solution to one of their problems. So for example, let's say there is a consumer that wants a mop that can clean their wood floors very well without scratching them or anything like that. Now you can come in and solve their problem by offering a product that will be a solution to their problem. That is how you need to start thinking about your products when you're selling them. You don't just think of them as, oh, it's just a product, I'm gonna get it for cheap and I'm gonna sell it. You need to be solving someone's problems with a high quality product that will make their problem solved. And this can go a whole lot of different directions. For example, maybe they want to feel more cool and they are in the market for a watch that will make them feel more cool, more confident, whatever the case is, then you need to have a watch that will make them feel that way. So you could not just go and source a $2 watch that's made of plastic that looks horrible, because that will not solve their problem. They will not look any cooler and they will not be any more confident with that watch on. And the best way to fix this and understand this is to act like you are buying your own product. So let's say we are selling the pen again and I am selling the pen, but I'm going to step back for a second and act like I'm in the market for the pen. I am going to buy a pen. And I use a lot of pens being in business and doing my taxes and everything, so I know what I want in a good pen. If I will not buy my own pen, then that means you need to stop selling that and fix it or find another pen to sell. So if I am selling this pen and it's very cheap and made of plastic, I need to step back and think like I'm the buyer. And if I look at my own pen as a buyer and say, no, I would not buy this, it's cheap, it's plastic, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, then that is a good sign that you should not be selling that product, or you should definitely change that product as soon as you can. Because if you wouldn't buy your own product, then probably no one will. And also make sure you put in the other competitors as a factor. So look at their products as well and say, would you rather buy theirs or would you rather buy yours? So if you do this and you think you would be happy with your pen and you would buy your pen opposed to the competition, then that means you are doing the right thing. So now we're coming on the end of the video, and like I promised, I would tell you the best way that you guys can go into Amazon and actually find how you guys need to change these products and what you need to change and what you need to leave. So what you need to do is you need to go on your competitors' listings and read through their reviews, and you want to read through the top competitors. So if you're selling pens, once again, type in pen and click on some of those top listings on the first, second, or third page and read through the reviews. See what people like, see what people don't like. And what you're gonna do is you're going to fix what they don't like and leave what they like. So a tactic that you can use is you can look at one of the top listings and totally copy their product, but you need to go into the reviews and see what people are complaining about. So if it's a pen and they say, we love the pen, the only thing that we don't like is the clip on it is flimsy and we'd rather it be more strong or metal. What you're gonna do is you're gonna copy the pen exactly and just make a stronger clip. So that is what you're gonna do. You're gonna get rid of whatever's bad and change it, fix it, and leave everything else that's good. All this information is on their listing on the reviews, so it's very easy for you to access, and a lot of people don't do this, and it is such a crucial and important step of the process when differentiating your product. And if you don't do this, then you're basically differentiating your product blindly, and you really don't know whether it's gonna help your sales or change anything at all. and the reviews are always going to tell you what works and what doesn't work, so always listen to them. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys go down below, click on the like button if you learned anything new. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. And last but not least, don't forget to go down below, leave me a comment, let me know if you have any questions, and I respond to every single comment. So that's it for this one, guys. Make sure you guys email me if you want to become a private student. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next video.